evening. I know it's a bit of a funny week, so we appreciate you coming along and hearing all the news that we have for this year, or certainly some of it. So we're going to get started with, I'm hoping this works. Let's see. Pop that up there, present. So I'll tell you a little bit about what we've got on this evening. So we've got a little recorded video from Lisa Franz, who is talking to us all about sleep support. And I've got a little experience to talk about afterwards if she can't remember if she's mentioned it or not. Then we have Essential Emotions, and that is being done by Jules this month. So we're looking forward to that. And she's going to go through the Passion Blend. The oil spotlight, we can now reveal a couple of days early, is going to be Balance. And Rachel will let you know why that's the one that we've chosen this time. So Rachel's going to take us through that. Then the supplement superstar of the month, that's the E-Omegas, because we know with the lifelong vitality, when we talk about that, it's quite a lot of information. So we thought over the next 3 months, we'll split those up. So Liz is going to take us through the E-Omegas and why they're so good for us. Then I'm going to share my favourite hot chocolate recipe and a few variations. And then we're going to do a facial lymphatic massage. So if you don't already have a carrier oil or some of your favourite oils, go and grab those. And if you feel like you want to turn your camera off while you do it, that's absolutely fine. But I'll be doing that, taking us through that. Then Rachel's going to go through the new product information. And then we've got a little slide at the end just with some reminders about why LRP is such a good option, because although a lot of you already know this, it has come up in a few of the groups this month. So that's what we've got to look forward to. So it's quite a lot. Okay, so we'll start off. Let's hope this works. Rest assured, sleep support options with Lisa Franz. This should be a link. No, it's not working. Okay, bear with me a second while I go and find it again. Apologise. Okay.
So let's talk sleep. Well, sleep research is constantly growing, and we now know how vital sleep is in supporting both physical and mental health. It's been estimated that at any time, up to half of UK adults are experiencing some sort of sleep issue. And unfortunately, today's 24-hour society isn't very helpful to us getting better sleep. There are plenty of ways in which we can help ourselves to get better rest. Some lifestyle changes are quite small and easy to make, whereas others can take time and a lot of patience. So we're just going to have a look at a few strategies that we can maybe implement into our own routine, some ideas, and also how nature can help us to be able to maybe improve the level of sleep that we are receiving. So what are the benefits of sleep? Well, sleep is beneficial for our mind and our body, and getting the right amount of good quality sleep is one of the most effective self-help measures that you can take to maintain or regain your health and boost your sense of well-being. These are just a few benefits of getting enough sleep. So physically, we feel really well when we get enough sleep. Our body can function properly. We can get better. Our immune system can be strengthened, and all the cells within our body can renew and replenish itself. When we sleep better, it's easier to control our weight as well. Research has shown that if we really suffer with bad quality sleep, that our hormones are affected, and therefore controlling our weight can be an issue. Obviously, when we are not sleeping well enough, it's hard to concentrate, it's hard to think straight, it's hard to organise our thoughts. And this is because at nighttime when we're sleeping, our brain works hard by filing things away, things that we need to remember, things that we need to keep, storing our memories, for example, and discarding any of the useless information. It also can affect our heart health and our emotional balance. So sleeping is really, really important to feeling well, whether that be physically or emotionally. When we sleep, we go through different stages of sleep. Let's go back. Now we go through these cycles of sleep a few times through the night. Roughly about 5 cycles. And at each stage of these sleeps, different things happen. But it's really important to go into all 4 stages of sleep. Now, I do have sleep issues. I don't often go into the final stage of sleep. So it's like my body is constantly napping. And it's fine, we can have a little power nap in the afternoon. And sometimes it can make us feel quite well and quite alert, quite good. But other times you can wake up feeling really, really groggy. And other times just napping isn't enough. And it's been proven that all these little naps are not enough for your body to fully rejuvenate and repair itself. So understanding the stages of sleep and knowing what happens within those stages and really trying to help yourself get into those stages of sleep can be really, really beneficial to us too. We all also have a natural sleep cycle. This is called the circadian rhythm. It's like an internal body clock. Our body knows what it needs to do at certain times. It affects different parts of our body. Different organs come into play at different times of the day. But the hormones that really come into play in helping with our sleep or hindering is serotonin and melatonin. So serotonin is the hormone that is most produced under natural light. So during the day, and it's sometimes called the happy hormone, and it helps to stabilize our mood. It also promotes wakefulness and it helps to regulate our nervous system. Melatonin, this is when we're exposed to low light or conditions or in darkness. Our body starts to release melatonin, and it's this melatonin that then helps our bodies to go into that restful state. It also helps to lower our body pressure, our body temperature and our blood pressure, and also is key to managing our anxiety levels. So both of these hormones are really, really important. So here's some tips for better sleep and for resetting your body clock. Now, our body clocks will all be slightly individual, but they are triggered or helped in very similar ways. But you do have to find what works for you. It's been recommended that we keep a sleep schedule. Going to the bed at the same time every night and having a wake up time every morning, 7 days a week, has been proven to be really beneficial and to really help your internal body clock much more effectively than trying to catch up on sleep at the weekends, for example, by having a lay-in. Also, creating a restful atmosphere to go to sleep. But lots of people have lots of devices in the bedroom, bright lights in the bedroom. Maybe they are so busy doing jobs and things in the home right up to bedtime, and then they expect to be able to just go straight to sleep. It's all about creating that restful atmosphere. So even choosing the right colours for you to decorate your bedroom in, those calming, restful colours. Making sure that the room is cool and not too hot, clutter-free, device-free. All of these things will have an impact on how your brain starts to relax and go into that restful state. We can do things throughout the day that will help, like limiting our caffeine intake. Caffeine can stay within the body between 8 and 10 hours. So it's recommended to avoid it after lunchtime, especially if you do suffer with sleep issues. And alcohol, for some, they will say that it helps them to sleep and relax, but actually it can hinder the quality of your sleep. I know with me, if I have 1 glass of wine, it's okay. But if I maybe have 2, then I know that I'm going to then not have a very good night's sleep. Taking a warm bath can really help as well, because it relaxes all the muscles, it relaxes the mind. And using essential oils before you get into the bath can really help to drive those oils into the bath from the warm water, so they absorb into your body more. And then obviously applying them afterwards as well, the oils that you find relaxing, is all going to help. And then things like just taking some time out, maybe reading a book, maybe doing some journaling, writing down anything that's on your mind, so that you know you're not going to forget about it, but you can just leave it till the morning for when you wake up. Even rewiring our thoughts can help in getting a better night's sleep. So this quote is: be aware that in telling yourself you probably won't sleep, you are setting yourself up to make it true. So if you're falling into the trap of saying, I never sleep, or I'm not going to sleep, you probably won't. So your imagination is a powerful tool that you can use to your advantage. So there's lots of things that you can do, like think about positive thinking. All of these things help to, again, balance out the hormones, reducing the stress hormone before you go to bed, for example. So clearing any stressful thoughts from your mind, which is where journaling can come in really handy. But obviously, if you do have really, really serious problems, then maybe speaking to a healthcare professional could help, CBT therapy and things like that. There are things out there that can help you. But there are things that we can do naturally to help increase our serotonin and our melatonin levels. So serotonin, 90% of it is produced in our guts. So making sure that we eat well is key to triggering this hormone within us. So food today, unfortunately, doesn't contain all the nutrients that we do need in our diet. So we have the Lifelong Vitality Pack, which is a baseline for any health condition particularly, but really we should all be using the Lifelong Vitality because our bodies need this level of nutrition, and our food unfortunately just doesn't give us what we need today. So you've got the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and then of course you have the probiotics to give you that good healthy gut microbiome. If you've got a healthy gut, you're going to have a healthy mind. Daily movement is key as well, and also managing our stress levels. And then increasing melatonin. Well, if you can get outside, especially when there's some sunshine, just get outside. But just a 10-minute walk can make such a difference during the day. Reducing your screen time, turning down the lights, maybe using some blue light glasses if you do need to use devices in the evening. Just turning the bright lights down, just so that your brain can start to calm down a couple of hours before you go to bed. Cut back on the caffeine and increase magnesium intake. The magnesium makes a massive difference to being able to rest and sleep. So you've got the bone nutrient, which has a high magnesium content. And again, magnesium is in the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So which essential oils can you use? Well, there are loads of essential oils actually that you can use. And if you've got the Modern Essentials book, or if you've got the Advanced Oil Magic book, you can have a look under sleep or insomnia, and there'll be lots of suggestions for you there. And then especially the Advanced Oil Magic book, you've got the protocol, so you can actually follow that for the time that it says to do that. If not, then these are some of the top oils to help with serotonin and melatonin production. So you've got bergamot, wild orange, lemon and lavender for serotonin, and you've got balance, lavender and serenity for melatonin. You can diffuse these oils, you can inhale them, you can apply them to your chest, the bottoms of your feet. You can apply them like balance or lavender serenity to your chest before you then get in a bath, maybe of an evening. That also then creates a vapor as you get in, so it drives the oils deeper into the layers of the skin, but also creates that lovely vapor that you can inhale while you're in the bath. If you don't have a bath, you can also use these in the shower and you get the same benefit. But consistency is key. So it's not just using them once or twice, but continual use. Consistency is always key when using essential oils. Here are a couple of recipes that you can try if you want to. You can make up a sleep spray by just using essential oils and some water. Maybe a drop of witch hazel. That sometimes helps to mix it together. Or some nice bath salts. You can just use whatever essential oil you find relaxing with some bath salts and have them ready to use next time you want to relax of an evening. And that's that. Just remember that sleep is not a luxury. It is vital for your health, and your health is your wealth. And we are all very individual, so it is about trying what suits you. But there's just some tips that I hope you can benefit from.
Fabulous, thank you. Okay, I'm going to just quit and then start sharing again. 1 second, sorry. Lovely. Right. So there were some fantastic tips there. I'll probably leave it till a little bit later, some of the other tips, and we can chat about it if any of you do really struggle with sleep after we've finished recording. So now we're going to hand over to Jules, who's done some research for us on the Passion Blend, otherwise known as the Inspiring Blend. Take it away, Jules.
Yes, so the Passion Blend or the Inspiring Blend, it's a beautiful mix of oils. It has cinnamon, clove, damiana, ginger, vanilla, cardamom, sandalwood, and jasmine. Sorry if I did those a bit fast for you, Sammy. I haven't, do you know what, it wasn't until really I looked at this presentation, I thought, I haven't really used the Passion Blend a lot, but it's, if you haven't already got it, I know that we all smell things slightly differently, but it's a spicy vanilla blend with floral undertones. It's really actually quite beautiful. So what can we use it for? So it might inspire us to try something new, but also help to experience renewed joy in everyday life and our present relationships. The Essential Emotions book says that this blend was formulated to assist individuals who are lacking inner passion. So we may be overworking, and this can take its toll on us emotionally. It brought to mind for me the expression, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. So there's more to life than working and obligation. So the blend encourages the use of our creativity and to rediscover our inner passion. So when we look at the chart, we can see that passion relates to the emotions in row 4. If you when you feel any of these emotions or any of these words resonate with you that are in row 4, then it would be a good blend for you to use. If you so when we look at the graph in the middle, if you experience restlessness regularly between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m., that links to the gallbladder. So it may be that your gallbladder needs a little bit of extra support. And if you suffer with restlessness regularly between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., that may indicate that your liver is overburdened. So going back to the emotions again. So the Essential Emotions book, the positive emotions that this blend can stir up in us is passionate, risk-taking, vitality, inspired, alive, playful, spontaneous and creative. So it really is a lovely blend to use in our everyday life.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Stop the share. And we'll hand over to Rachel now. She's going to talk to us about balance. You're muted.
Thank you. Hello. So we all need a bit of balance in our life. For anyone who has got balance, if you'd like to bring it out, we can have a little smell of what's in there and show you how we can use it. We've had so many lovely experiences over the time. We've been sharing those with how balance can help. And when you look at balance, it's primarily a combination of tree oils and roots. And when you think of a tree, it's sort of a tree lives in the present moment. They're very stable, they're very rooted and grounded. So it's really excellent for softening our energy and also excellent for calming overactive children, especially if they have a difficulty settling down, or if we're like an overactive child ourselves. It's also a wonderful remedy for those who just need to reconnect with the roots. When we think of what is in balance, we've got spruce, coalwood, frankincense, and blue tansy, blue chamomile, and osmanthus. I'll just show you some of the ingredients there. So there is the spruce tree, and there is the whole wood tree, which is in fact the camphor tree, and it's the whole wood is taken from the leaf, and the camphor is from the wood, which I didn't know. And also Ravensara comes from the same type of tree. So very interesting. But just a little bit more about what's in the balance oil and how it can help us. Particularly the spruce oil. For anyone who doesn't know about spruce, it's renowned for helping with people that are intensely grieving or in a lot of shock. So straight away, if somebody's just had a shock or just something's happened straight away, the best thing we can do is give them some balance to breathe in, just to help them settle and ground. People that suffer with panic attack, you really need to take some time to just ground yourself in that present moment. So balance or black spruce would be a great one just to help with that. Anything, if you're feeling fearful, unstable, or anything like that, it can really, really help. So the best way to use balance just for an emotional help is just to put some 1 or 2 drops on your hand, and just to inhale that, do some big deep breaths, and do that for about 30 seconds, and that should reset everything. But also, if you have any sort of issues with balance itself, you can also apply it behind the ears as well, and you can apply it to your feet. It's a really good way to start the day, starting the day with balance, and you literally will have balance, emotional balance, especially if you wake up feeling quite jittery and anxious. It's a great way to start the day. So balance is suited if you sort of feel like you a bit scattered, maybe unstable, and you want to feel more inner strength. It can teach you to stay in the present moment and give you inner strength and fortitude. I know some people use it when the kids are they feel like they're going to kill the kids. So just take a moment and breathe balance in, and just reset, and press the reset button. Balance is also used in a blend called the Monster Juice for kids, especially children with special needs. It's been really, really lovely to support those. And we mix equal amounts of balance with citrus bliss or wild orange if you don't have citrus bliss in a roller. So you could use like 20 drops of each, and that's really supportive of kids, especially if they have the tendency to sort of fly off the handle and go a bit AWOL. Can really help ground them. So many ways to use balance. Obviously for stress and anxiety, but you can also use it for neurological issues, and literally balance for behind the ears, but also things like herniated discs, back pain, and things like that. It's good to apply topically to the back area. It's already diluted, so it's quite a good one with fractionated coconut oil. You can use it straight away. And in the diffuser, you could apply balance and citrus bliss. That's a nice one. But a nice one to really ground anyone ready for a good night's sleep would be 4 drops of balance in the diffuser with 2 drops of frankincense and 2 drops of vetiver. And you think of vetiver, that's a root, so that'll really pull you back down to earth as well. So a really good combination if you're feeling like your brain's taking over your body and you just need to reconnect again. So balance is free this month. It's the product of the month. It's a 5 ml balance that's free. So the little 5 ml bottles are ideal to take with you places, take in your handbag. And that's free if you do an order of 125 PV. That's the product value in your order, as long as it's before the 15th of January. Yeah, and then also there is an extension of the frankincense offer as well. So they sometimes have more frankincense than they sometimes need. So they've extended it to the 15th of January. So if you still want to do another 200 PV order in January and get your free frankincense for the rest of the year, it's a good time to do it. So balance and frankincense are the offers this month. So if you did a 200 PV order, you'd get a balance and a frankincense, a 5 ml balance and a 15 ml frankincense. The offer for 10% off is the petitgrain oil. So that's available as well. And I'll stop sharing that and pass over to Lisa again for the next one.
Thank you, Rachel. That was great. So we're going to hand over to Liz now, who's going to talk to us about the omegas, please.
Great. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, all good.
Brilliant. Okay, let's start this presentation. So the omegas are part of the LLV, the Lifelong Vitality Complex, which we just recently heard a little bit about. So they are a really wonderful supplement that we can add into our diets for a baseline level of nutrition. So I'm going to talk about the Omega first, and this is the powerful combination of CPTG therapeutic grade essential oils in a blend which includes marine and land sourced omega fatty acids. So these help support joint, cardiovascular and brain health and support our healthy immune function. So this is going to be so beneficial for the whole nervous system and the immune system, our heart health, supporting our healthy joint function and comfort, so day-to-day level of comfort in the body as you move and go about your day. It's also protecting against oxidization, and healthy function of the brain, eyes and nervous system. So it's amazing the effect that these omegas can have on healthy skin as well. So let's have a little deeper into what's in them. So this slide is showing you the VE omega, which is the vegan version, and it has 20 micrograms of vitamin D, 40 milligrams of vitamin E. So particularly at this time of year, you're wanting to make sure you're getting your vitamin D. They don't contain any milk or wheat product, and as I mentioned before, it's got essential oils in them. So it has the frankincense, so it's an amazing way to take frankincense for internal health, the clove oil, thyme essential oil, cumin, wild orange, which is an amazing antioxidant oil, peppermint and ginger, and also caraway, which are really soothing for the digestive system, helping us to absorb all of the nutrition that's in these supplements. And amazing to take blue German chamomile as well, so really soothing and helping us stay calm. I find that this blend really in these supplements really helps to even out the mood as well, and that's why. So the VE omega, the vegan version, is actually got a microalgae carotenoid extract, as well as some other carotenoids from rainforest plants and other sources that are plant-based. So carotenoids are really important for the function of our body. They are antioxidants, which are naturally occurring in food, particularly the bright coloured foods, oranges, red, peppers, bright coloured in foods. These will help your body to battle free radicals. So on a cellular level, these are unstable molecules that, if they're unchecked, can lead to something called oxidative stress. And this is responsible for many illnesses and diseases. So incorporating these supplements is a really wonderful way to support our health. Whoops. So as well as having these oils, the vitamins that I've mentioned, it also has, of course, the ALA, DHA and GLA from plant sources, the essential fatty acids. So let's look at that a little more. Omega-3 essential fatty acids are important for the health of cardiovascular and immune systems, the joint health, cellular growth, brain development, which we want to look at throughout our lifespan, and our inflammatory response, how the body deals with inflammation. It actually helps to reduce inflammation. So essential fatty acid intake is one of the most important aspects of nutrition and overall health, but it's also one of the most common deficiencies that are found in our nutrition, in most cases, in our modern diet, which is really rich in pro-inflammatory omega-6s. So if you think of a plate of fish and chips, for instance, that's really, really high pro-inflammatory omega-6s, and the omega-3 fatty acids are going to balance that out in our system. It's the ones we really, really need. So some guidelines for taking these: 4 soft gels per day with food. It's nice to, if you're just beginning to take this supplement, just to start with 1 and then build it up slowly from there. It's also really important that you keep them out of the sun, because the carotenoids that are contained in the supplement capsules, because they don't like being in the sun. So just been speaking about the third one on this picture, the XEO and the VEO Mega. So the XEO is the fish-based, the VEO is the vegan, and these are just 1/3 of the lifelong vitality pack. So it's the best way to get them is with the LLV.
Thank you very much. I'm guilty of not knowing that they had any oils in for quite a long time after starting to use these. But yeah, they're absolutely fantastic. And I know that Emily Wright takes extra ones at night as well for brain health. So yeah, thank you very much, Liz. And now it's me with my little recipe. Come on. Okay, I just thought this was just perfect for January. We kind of probably have this all through the year, but it's my absolute favourite drink. So yeah, I just thought it would be a nice one for you all to try if you haven't already, because adding the oils to hot chocolate and actually making hot chocolate a healthy drink is just lovely, isn't it? So this is kind of the ratio that we find works for us, but obviously change it to your own tastes. I like to use 1 tablespoon of raw cacao powder, about 1.5 teaspoons of coconut sugar, which is a little bit better on the GI index, a little bit better for your blood sugars. And then I use 1 to 2 drops of turmeric essential oil, and that is per 1 cup of whatever choice of milk you want to do. I like oat milk, it's quite creamy, but whatever milk you prefer. What's the benefits, in particular looking at the turmeric oil and the raw cacao powder? They're both going to help towards metabolic support. It's going to be better on your blood sugars. It's got high anti-inflammatory support. Cacao powder is rich in polyphenols, which is antioxidant support. So again, you helping that oxidative stress on your bodies. Cacao powder is also proven to help blood sugar and may also help improve cholesterol. So I just think let's get some hot chocolate down us. It's kind of like the treat that we have at the end of the day rather than having a pudding. But yeah, I like to add the turmeric oil to it for the advantages of the turmeric oil, but I also love wild orange. Sometimes we use peppermint, we use cardamom, all separately. Although cardamom and ginger goes well together. On Guard, cassia and cinnamon, they're all really nice oils to add to your hot chocolate. So just a few ideas if you haven't already tried that, and certainly put in the chat if you've got your own little ideas and things that you add to hot chocolate or coffees. Okay, right, so we're going to move on to our self-care section. So I wanted to do this just because it's something I need to incorporate into my routine a little bit more. I was getting really good with this, but I've been a bit lax recently. And I just think it's a really nice part or great protocol to add to our skincare, even if it's just weekly. So it's recommended we do this weekly. So there's a couple of reasons why you would want to include facial massage into your routine. You're either going to want to be working on myofascial release, the fascia being just underneath the skin and around the muscles. That's where you would kind of use your gua sha tool or your roller, like I've pictured above there. You've not got the same control with them. So for the purpose of lymphatic drainage, which we're going to focus on today, I'm just going to use my fingers. But you can use a tool as well. So when why would we need to do it? So do we wake up with puffy eyes? Do we get breakouts in the skin? Is your skin dry? All of those things could suggest a little bit of congestion within your lymphatic system. For me, I've quite often got puffy eyes. It's a hereditary thing. As my mum's attesting to next to me here. So it is something that we need to work on. And for that, I do really like cypress oil. But for today, I've got my pre-made up skin blend. Move on to the next slide. So some of the oil suggestions, I really like jojoba as the carrier oil because that's the oil that's most like our skin's natural sebum. So it sits really nicely on the skin. It doesn't go greasy, but it's I don't know, it's just a really, really good oil. You can use fractionated coconut oil as well. It's absolutely fine. Some of the oils or essential oils that would be nice to add to that would be lavender, geranium, Hawaiian sandalwood, cypress. Like I say, particularly if you're puffy, cypress is really, really good. And yarrow pom is another really good one as well that helps to build collagen. So there's lots of lovely oils you can use. A mixture of those or just one or two. But think about the intention. So this is literally about lymphatic drainage. You do not want to be pressing hard because then you're going to literally block. So what happens if you press too hard like a massage? You actually block or shut the lymphatic nodes or the lymph nodes, and it takes up to 24 hours for them to recover and puff back up again. So you're actually doing the opposite to what you want, which is why I like fingers rather than the tools for this particular thing. So first of all, if you just get some of your oil, didn't really think about this when I was doing this top, but anyway. So we're going to start with the collarbone because what we want to do is drain this first, then the neck, then the ears, and then the face. If we start with the face like a lot of videos do, I feel like if there is a lot of congestion, that's going to really build up in the neck, which we don't want. So you get 3 of your fingers on your collarbone, and you want the middle one on your collarbone, and then the others either side, and you just gently are working your way in. So you can either do both or one at a time, and you just literally about 10 times, just nice and soft and gentle. If there is a lot of congestion, you might even feel a little bit of gurgling. It's perfectly normal if you are congested in this area. There's 2 huge ducts here, the main ducts, particularly on the left side, and that opens up into the cardiovascular system. So if there is congestion, this is a great place to start off by opening the lymphatic system. I'll go a little bit quick through it because obviously we've got a lot on tonight, but about 12 times for each one of these movements. And then you're going to go down just sort of from the back of your neck, sorry, behind your ears, or level with your ears. And you're just going to work down through your neck to that collarbone, just in like little J circular motions. Oil. This sometimes makes you feel like you need to swallow a lot. Just for me, sometimes I get a lot of congestion on my right side. So you would do that a few times. And then you're going to do behind the ears. There's 2 lymph nodes here. Sometimes you can feel them again if there's congestion there. If you're fighting something, it's perfectly normal as long as it's not there all the time. And you just, again, do that J motion. Good few times. Just let that drain into the neck. Remember to keep gentle pressure. And you will do this a lot slower than I'm doing as well, just for the purpose of letting you enjoy your Friday night. Okay, once you've done the back of the ear, then you're going to go to the front of the ear. And it's just, you might again feel a bit of congestion here because I know a lot of people sort of hold it around the ears and into the neck. And once you feel like you've cleared all of that, and then you're going to get your fingers kind of like this so they can go either side of your cheekbones. And then just gently draw that towards your ears. Again, 4 times. And then once you've done that, your eyes are obviously really, really gentle. I usually like to just put a bit of cypress actually on my fingertips when I'm doing this, for the simple purpose of I'm trying to target my eyes, puffy eyes, but I haven't got any at the moment. So you're just very, very gentle, and you're just going to draw that slightly away towards the cheeks. Again, about 12 times. And then the forehead, just like that. And then depending on how you feel, whether you feel there's more congestion, you would do it all again. Starting from the bottom seems to work the best. You might find in some videos they start at the top and bring it down. Like I say, sometimes that can cause extra congestion in the neck and isn't necessarily going to be the best way. But yeah, so it's just a little bit of something that I hope you can add to your skincare routine. About once a week is ideal. And you can just keep all of that clear, and hopefully that will help with your skin as well. Okay, I will stop sharing. I'm going to hand over now to Rachel, who's going to take us through our new product, which everyone's very excited about.
So we've got an exciting new product, and we've been waiting quite a long time. It's been in America for a while, and it is the protein powder. Does anyone use protein powder? Put your hand up if you do. Does anyone's kids use it? So sometimes it's hard to get a clean protein powder for those that are using it to bulk up or add extra protein to their diet. So I just want to share a few of the benefits of the doTERRA protein powder, and it's available from the 1st of January, I believe. So, so here it is. So it's available in chocolate and vanilla flavor, and it is plant protein. So just a little bit about why we need protein. It's crucial for all our body functions, as we probably know. We need it for repairing muscles and bones, and our body constantly are breaking down old cells, so we need to renew. Our body needs these amino acids from high quality proteins to repair and build. So sometimes we may not feel like we're getting enough protein on our diet, so we may want to supplement with things like a protein powder. And this is a great way we can do it. So the beauty of this is, because it's plant-based, there's little saturated fat, it's high in fiber, and it's very easy for the body to digest. So it contains no allergens, so most people can take it and introduce it fine into the body. It's a blend of pea, chickpea, potato, and rice protein. It's sugar-free, but just sweetened with the plant-based stevia. And it's non-GMO. It's gluten, soy, and dairy-free. It contains no inflammatory oils or gums. And so yeah, a great one to use. You know, it's clean. You know, some protein powders are full of artificial sweeteners and all sorts of nasty things that you don't really want to take if you're like me, you've got teenagers and you want to make sure that they're eating right. So yeah, it's got acacia fiber, and it's got an ingredient in it which Lisa said which helps it stop being, it might be the acacia, I don't know, stop being what's the word Lisa said? I can't remember. Was it to stop it feeling a bit grainy, that's it. Yeah. So if I've had some plant-based like nut powders that are like ground nuts, really healthy but very grainy, whereas this is nice and smooth, so it won't feel uncomfortable to drink. So we've got some nice little recipes in a minute to how you can use it. Just a little bit about the nitrogen balance as well. It's recommended that we take adequate protein to avoid a nitrogen imbalance. So we have 22 grams of protein in there per portion. And I'll just show you some, well, 32 grams, is it? 32 grams, yeah, there we go. And this is the sauce. I'm just going to show you a nice little smoothie recipe. Obviously you can just take it as it is with milk or water. You can add ice cubes. This is a nice little, it's actually probably good enough to be a meal in itself. With frozen berries, the vanilla plant protein, a frozen banana, some almond milk or whatever milk you prefer, and some ice cubes. It'll be a nice, smooth, creamy smoothie. So a great sort of snack in between meals for kids, or you know, quite a healthy little snack to fill you up as well, or after a workout. So that is the plant protein available in your shops. So you can take advantage of that. don't know what that that was, one of Daniel's slides. That was all. So I think that's everything. Lisa, have you got anything else? Oh,
It was just the little reminders for the LRP. That was the only next thing.
oh yes, please.
Just because, like I say, it had come up in one of the groups, people weren't really sure. So I just wanted to do a little bit of a reminder. Don't know why it keeps disappearing. And then we can open up to chats. There we go. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. There we go. So LRP stands for Loyalty Rewards Programme. So that's doTERRA's Loyalty Rewards Programme. And it's the best way to purchase your oils, your supplements, your toiletries. I know that some people aren't aware about the toothpaste, the shampoos, the skincare range that doTERRA has, things that you would be buying anyway. These things you might as well get the benefit from. So the LRP perks, it's easier to support low tox living. As I was saying, they do a lot of other products that people don't necessarily know about to begin with, because obviously you get into this because of the oils themselves. But there's lots and lots of other products that help us to just reduce the toxins in our home and in our self-care routines as well, like the toothpaste, the shampoo, and soon to be the protein powder and the supplements and lots of other things that can help support us. You're more likely to get the most from your oils. I do find that, because if you're sort of having a monthly wellness box, if you will, or you sort of, it's like a little gift to yourself, isn't it? You're more likely to sort of really engage in the lifestyle of us, and get the most from it, build a really good collection. It's customizable. You can order each month. Obviously, it's like having a basket, and then you order what you want that month, and then the next month, as long as you do it before the date of your order, you can just put in there whatever you want. You're going to earn reward points on each purchase over 50 PV. PV stands for product value. You redeem those points on the products. It is always best to use your points to buy oils rather than other products, as the PV ratio is better. We're going to put the PV ratio chart in the WhatsApp groups after this, just so that you know the best way to get the most for your points. You've got the free products of the month promo as well when you're on LRP. So obviously this month, like Rachel went through, that was balanced. Sorry, in January. So in a couple of days, that's going to be balanced. Minimum 1 PV to maintain your points. So if one month you think, I really can't get any oils this month, it's worth just getting 1 or 2, like a lip balm or something like that, just to maintain the points that you have and the percentage that you have as well. Cancel at any time if you need to. You've got no commitment, there's no fees. Once the points are up to 30%, they stay there so long as you have an LRP template. And that really is when they start to add up quickly. And you get your points back on postage, so it's almost like free postage. So there's a few benefits of them there. So if you do have any more questions about that LRP, please feel free to ask one of us. That's not a problem. And I will stop sharing now. And then, yeah,